snap. Missing some important.
What happened? It's your boy DJ Big Dream, the Dirty 30 representing man. We in here.
It's the heavily orchestrated, never duplicated lyrical symphony known as the Eternal One Eternity, holding it down for the TS, GS, 2S, and third member of our team.
We got another one. He just ain't worth a damn.
Be right back.
He just ain't worth a damn.
Hey, buddy!
Rolling like bitch. Tuned up like a NASCAR pit stop.
What it do, man? It's your boy Country, man. This is episode 240. That's right, 240.
Well, man's been in that house.
No, you won't. Yeah, you got to swim with the house.
Wow. That's two major floods back to back. The Texas and Mexico.
Yeah, bad, bro. That's rough out here in these streets. Man, what it do, man? How everybody doing that, man? Man, you know what? We appreciate y'all being here with us tonight. This is episode 240. Thank y'all for being loyal listeners. Been kind of a quiet week, so
Yeah.
we gonna get. We know about the Puff thing, but there ain't really a whole lot to say about the Puff thing.
Except for Alpha Right.
I don't. Okay, we'll get to that. We'll swing back around. I'm gonna start that heavy.
Right.
So, we'll start with TV. What's on your TV?
For me, Woman in the Yard.
Okay. I watched that.
Woman in the Yard was good.
It was crazy.
It was crazy.
It was crazy.
What's
It was
that
crazy.
On? That's that
Peacock.
It's on Peacock.
It's on Peacock.
So one, about Woman in the Yard, I seen the preview of it a long time ago. Forgot about it.
Yeah.
And then my cousin was like, man, watch Woman in the Yard and tell me what you think about it. And then when I started watching, I'm like, man, it's a lot of black people. It's a black horror film. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I did not know until I found out live while I was sitting there watching it. But it was pretty good. It was really weird.
It was.
It was really weird.
I'll give you that.
I got the message at the end. We ain't gonna spoil it for Dream.
Right.
But it's definitely worth checking out. Especially if you can think.
I wonder do I got Peacock?
If you can think past like your. You gotta be able to think a little deep. Yeah. If you ain't a big thinker, this might not be for you. Yeah. Like if you only Tyler Perry movies, you ain't
gonna like this movie.
You ain't gonna like this movie at all. But if you do understand some stuff, it's okay.
Yeah.
I went and watched the F1 movie. Y'all know I'm an F1 fan.
I had the choice to go see that at Ballerina. Finish. I want you to talk about F1.
I want to see Ballerina.
I'll come back to Ballerina.
So that's perfect because I went to see F1 on release day.
Okay.
Because I'm a huge F1 fan. I have been hyped for it. And then they did the coolest thing in the world. They released, because that's an Apple movie, they released a trailer called a haptic feedback trailer. So most people don't know what haptic feedback is. They just remember when we was growing up and the controllers used to vibrate.
Yeah.
So your phones don't vibrate anymore. They have haptic feedback. It's a difference. Mm-hmm. So to vibrate, some used to have to spin with a weight on it. Haptic feedback works different. It works off a special type of speaker.
Okay.
That's how it works. But when they started that, now you can give more precise vibrations. Mm-hmm. Have y'all ever heard of the 4D theaters?
Yeah.
So that's what they use, haptics.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what they use, haptics. So they released it. So I was already hyped for. I was gonna go watch this on release day anyway.
Okay.
But then they released the haptic trailer for it, but you can only experience with iPhone. Which I was like, man, that's so unfair because like I know a lot of people with Android phones who would love to experience it.
Right.
But so it got me even more hyped. So I went and watched the movie. If you're an F1 fan, you can't watch it with an F1 brain because they had to make it entertaining. But if you're not a super F1 fan, you don't know a lot about what's going on in F1. Oh man, it's great, great movie. Easily can slide in with one of the top 5 racing movies of all time.
Okay.
And to bore y'all a bit, my top 5 racing movies is probably Rush, which is the story about Nicky Lauda and James Hunt. If you haven't seen that, you absolutely got to watch that. It ain't even about the racing. It's about these dudes' lifestyle.
Right.
It's amazing. My second favorite movie is probably Ford v Ferrari. Carol
I've seen
Shelby's
that
story.
one. Yeah.
Greatness. Third is going to be Gran Turismo, which is probably arguably is my second. Gran Turismo was super good. My fourth racing movie
It's Fast and Furious.
is the OG. No, not Fast and Furious.
Joke with you. I was going to say the same thing.
Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't want the Fast and Furious one off for real? That was a joke for me.
Tokyo Drift is my favorite.
Okay.
Absolute favorite Fast and the Furious movie. And then this falls right at 4. So I actually this moves up to 4. Tokyo Drift moves to 5.
Okay.
If I'm giving you my racing movie list,
Nice.
Need for Speed was absolutely great too, and nobody talked about it. It's my honorable mention.
Okay. I've seen Need for Speed.
It was good. That's the first time. Well, I knew what a Pagani was, but like that's my first time I seen one in the film.
You said OG, and I thought you was finna pop out Days of Thunder, and I was finna say, wait a minute.
Days of Thunder NASCAR.
Mm-hmm.
I think I seen every movie saying except for the F1 movie that just came out.
Okay.
And I do want to watch it.
I just remember, I'm gonna tell you the craziest memory I have and why I pulled Days of Thunder out. My dad used to work for Exxon. Exxon was a sponsor for the movie.
Yeah.
So I had like an original movie poster,
Oh.
but they had the cars from the movie
Mm-hmm.
that you could buy at the Exxon. Well, at the time, after they finished like the movie promotion or whatever the case may be, my dad was one of the mechanics because they actually had a mechanic shop in this Exxon at the time. And I guess when it was like when the movie promotions or something was done, they was just trashing all the stuff, bro. He ended up bringing me like a stand up. Tom Cruise was in that movie, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He brought me a stand up of Tom Cruise. All the die-cast cars that they had that you could buy, they had them on display. They brought me home all the cars from the display, and I had Hot Wheels tracks for days. So all I did was take the Days of Thunder cars and just start running them on my Hot Wheels track with the Hot Wheels.
That was dope.
So that was cool. I mean, as a kid, that was fun.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Which,
man, that's a core meaning.
crazy enough, they coming out with a Hot Wheels movie.
I did see that.
I don't know what it's supposed to be about, but
I'm gonna tell you, Hasbro do real good with movies. So
they do. They do.
Hasbro do real good with movies. And then, man, people talk about the Pokemon craze with collecting Pokemon cards now, and the resale value on it. Bro, I'm gonna tell you one that's just as big, but people don't really talk about it as much no more. Hot Wheel cars are extremely big. Like people collect them. Dudes, people get up at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. Well, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, going to check the first stock because they look for the mystery cards. So they be worth money out the box.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just random fact. But yeah, so I watched that movie, man. Loved it. You said you went to see Ballerina.
I went to go see Ballerina.
So I had an option to go see Ballerina.
2 hours and 36 minutes, and it's about 14 minutes of calm.
About what?
It's about 14 minutes of calm.
The rest of it action.
Oh my goodness.
So that's why I didn't go watch, because I'm not a John Wick fan.
I went to go watch it at 10:30 at night. Woo! And I was up, because you ain't got no choice.
It's going down.
That Dolby was working. Like, yeah, it was
It was going
it was
down.
dope though. Ballerina take place between 3 and 4.
Did you go to Nexus?
No. I don't really go to Nexus. I mean, I know that's like your thing. I'm a little sport.
Really.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
I
I know
heard you
you
say
like
no.
Nexus.
I know they got one of the best surround sound setups.
Oh, yeah.
That's
No,
right.
I mean, but like,
That's why I thought you were talking about.
no.
I went to Nexus for F1.
Y'all going to see Fantastic Four?
No.
No.
Okay.
So I'm going. I already bought my tickets to spot. Superman Thursday.
Okay.
And I don't know if you knew this about me, but I buy both seats on the side of me.
No.
I don't like to sit by people.
I got you.
So when I go to the movies, especially if I'm going by myself, I buy this seat and that seat.
Okay.
Sound like I'm going to the movie to see
Superman.
And I mean, that's how I went to watch F1. I bought both seats. I don't want to sit by nobody.
I feel
And then like the people, they were like, "Is your guest 21 years older?" I was like, "Yeah." And again, then they look.
46.
Look, I'm talking about, bro. This is a packed theater. Ain't but two.
Hey babe, I got
Two
a
extra
date.
seats.
2 extra seats.
Babe, I got a date. I'm sorry.
The 2 extra seats
Yeah.
belong to me.
I feel you. I feel you.
So guess what? I don't care.
Yeah.
I paid for these seats. They're my seats.
Yeah.
Go away.
But just bounce back to it, man. But like, so you don't like John Wick?
No.
Big John Wick fan. I think John Wick, to me, the original John Wick was the best. We had this assassin movie ever made.
So, I like Keanu Reeves.
I do like Keanu
But
Reeves.
Keanu Reeves is kind of getting to a point where it's like Keanu Reeves is just Keanu Reeves in whatever role he plays.
Yeah. And you can tell his age finally catching up.
Oh yeah,
You
man.
can tell.
But
I
like,
think in the last John Wick, you
But I
said
like
they can take breaks.
but he and he made some appearances in this movie. I like the way that they parlay him into this movie because I mean essentially it is a John Wick movie. It's from the world of John Wick. You know what I'm saying? So
I have no idea.
They just had they got the show on Peacock, right?
Continental. Yeah, the Continental is on Peacock.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's like a three series. It's a mini series, but they like an hour and a half.
And it's on what now?
Peacock. They're like an hour and a half a pop, and you can watch all the John Wicks on Peacock too.
Mm-hmm. So I've tried. So to come clean, I've tried to get into the John Wick thing.
Yeah.
So the first one's the only one I've ever watched through, and like
And that's the best one too.
and I was bored on that one, right? So then like I tried to watch 2 and like man, it was just unsuccessful. But with that being said, 2, not to take nothing away from the film, other than the fact you killed 400 people for nothing. But
Yes, they did. They fucking with his dog.
yeah, bro. Okay. Anyway,
You wouldn't kill 400 people over the humper.
no, not one. Just being honest, bro. I'd be really sad, but
So have you seen? So you seen all of them?
Mm-hmm.
So you remember what happened in 3, and you remember how 4 start? You remember how what 4 was about? What Parabellum was about?
That's the one that they basically had put the hit on him.
Yeah. Ballerina gonna tell you why.
Well, I thought the why was because he killed somebody on Continental Ground.
You got to see Ballerina. Like literally, Ballerina is between 3 and 4.
it's Keanu Reeves and Ballerina.
Huh?
It's Keanu Reeves and Ballerina.
Yeah.
And he said he made a couple
Yeah,
appearances.
he make a couple of appearances.
I mean, I figured they would have to because like this is universe.
Yeah, he make a couple of appearances. So like the thing is that I think her name is Ana Armas or something like Ana de Armas, the woman that they got playing the lead role. I've seen her in a few things.
I've seen her before.
I like her as an
I've
actress.
seen another movie too.
You know what I'm saying? I like her as an actress, and the way that she bodied this role. I ain't gonna hold you. She bodied this role, and I can appreciate the nuances of how if you're a John Wick fan, they made you not feel like it was a completely separate movie. Like you know, it's literally in the John Wick universe, if you will. But you almost forget, like it's staying on its own for about the first, in my opinion, hour and a half. You got a couple of other appearances and some stuff that kind of bring you back into, oh yeah, this related to John Wick type thing. But it's 2:36. So like the other hour and a half is just go. And what it does is, as it started to progress, I was like, I can absolutely see how 4 came to be. Like, I appreciated them kind of giving me this prequel before 4, because now, once it actually, it's on Prime, but like now, I mean, I've seen it, now I kind of want to go back
and watch
whenever it dropped, like on Peacock or whatever, and I want to go back and watch like 3, Ballerina, then 4, just so I can like catch the stream.
Yeah.
But and I actually did. I went back home and I was like, man, I'm gonna watch 4, and then I turned on Peacock and remembered it was like 2 hours and 46 minutes and went, nope, I'm going to bed.
I'm gonna try to watch John Wick again. I'll tell you when, but I'm gonna try to watch it again.
Yeah.
Man, I struggle with it. I mean, and to be fair to it, I'm not a Bond fan either.
Oh, I get you.
So like, I'm a Mission Impossible fan.
Okay.
So I love the Mission Impossible movies.
Okay.
Never been a big Bond fan.
Did y'all watch Ironheart?
I did watch Ironheart.
I watched Ironheart too.
Loved Ironheart.
Shout out to my girl Lyric. Lyric is an extra in one of the scenes.
Oh really?
When in one of the first couple of episodes, spoiler alert, real quick, but just the scene where they were doing, they were looking at the first lady that they hit, And you remember she was like standing in the thing, and there were like people in the background, like on the sides of her.
Mm-hmm.
It was a like second to the right, black girl braids, business professional dress.
Mm-hmm.
That's my homegirl, man. She live in Montgomery.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so like she'll start.
Where they shoot it at?
I don't know. Probably
Probably at Tyler Perry Studio.
She been looking to get. I've been watching her kind of like. She started out doing smaller things or whatever, and just kept pushing, and now she doing like extras in movie roles and getting like spotlight shows and stuff like that. So
that's what's up.
It's like the Leonardo DiCaprio. You know, like I'm watching it. I'm like, yeah. Like, I sent her that screenshot. She was just like. You remember, I was like, man, I know you've been doing your thing. So, I mean, shout out to Lyric, Corliss, man. I see you doing your thing,
That's
man.
dope.
Continue to grind. So,
That's dope.
yeah, it is.
Yeah, I did like Iron
But
Heart.
that's television-wise, movie-wise, that's been my week. I watched that. I watched Ballerina Friday. I watched Woman in the Yard Sunday. And I think I watched Ironheart like over the course of last Wednesday.
I watched season 2 of the first half of. I didn't know that they were doing this. They told me this was the final season for Sandman, but they split it in half.
Oh, really?
So the first 6 episodes is out. The next 6 episodes come out on the 24th.
Okay.
The first 6 episodes are super fire.
I saw that. I'm probably going to watch that next because the first season was fire.
Yeah, it's fire. Watch Sandman. So I got Superman this week. First showing premiere. Super excited about that. So the thing about Superman though, I'm not a big Superman fan. I'm a huge DC fan, not a big Superman fan. My expectation for Superman is probably extremely too high.
Well, I mean, James Gunn did it.
First off, I'm gonna circle back to that.
Yeah.
Probably extremely too high. My expectation for Fantastic Four is probably extremely too low.
Okay.
So, one, Superman, someday I've noticed, they got a lot of good stuff in it. Mr. Terrific is in it. I don't know how they're going to make that work, but they got like 50 characters in this movie that ain't never been used by DC in a live action film. So, I don't know how they're going to make that work, but I'm hyped for it because it looked like they're finna tell the truth. I mean, like one of the original Superman stories.
Yeah, okay.
The other side of it is Fantastic Four look like they going back to their roots, but it looked like they gonna try really hard to go back to their roots. And one thing for sure, every Fantastic Four movie has been awful.
I will give you that.
So I don't know. What I'm expecting is Superman to let me down a little, and Fantastic Four to surprise me a bit. I don't know if I'm going to the theater to see Fantastic Four. Marvel has been letting me down. Period.
Yeah. I will give you that. The only reason that I really want to go, see it is because they're gonna have it in IMAX.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of that person. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's something.
So which go cold?
Yeah. If it's something that I want to see, and it's either in IMAX or especially if it's 3D IMAX, oh yeah, I'm gonna make that right every time.
Did you know Sinners is on HBO Max right now?
Yes.
Yeah. Sinners is on HBO Max. James Gunn. So you know they gave James Gunn the rights to make the DC universe.
Yeah.
Because he did such a good job with Guardians of the Galaxy, right? So I know a lot of people believe in James Gunn because he did such a good job with Guardians of the Galaxy movies. My problem is James Gunn also don't quite know how to be serious in his films.
I will give you that. And Superman always been kind of
Superman is kind of a serious character.
Yeah.
And one of the trailers, Superman is telling jokes, which scares me. And then, like, two, James Gunn is either he swings for the fence, and sometimes it's a hard hit, sometimes it's a miss. Guardians of the Galaxy 1, super fire. 2 was okay. I want to say 3 was decent.
I think 3 was decent.
But like so my cousin, he hardcore, he know all the like each one. So the actual first entry was Creature Commandos, which is on HBO Max. It's animated. And I watched, man, and honestly, to be truthful, they was entertaining. But guess what? They was silly. Also, James Gunn already put out a DC movie. The last Suicide Squad was James Gunn.
Okay.
Also, super silly.
It was.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's my biggest thing to be afraid of. Now I know he had he'd been passionate about making a Superman movie. He did. They offered him a Batman movie. He didn't want that. But they offered him the Superman movie. That's what made him sign up.
Okay.
So hopefully he knocks it out the park. I don't know. But I'm just to be honest with you, like I ain't that guy that tell you that. That's like me saying, I just can't tell you everything you do is gonna be a hit. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I've seen you, like I know you gotta tell. His tale is like he put comedic elements and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know, and hopefully he didn't go overboard with it. We'll see. I'm like I said, expectations way too high for Superman.
Yeah.
Probably way too low for
Fantastic Four.
Four.
I feel that.
Hopefully I'm wrong.
Is there anything coming out that you're looking forward to? I mean, I like outside of what we already talked
He said in slow motion too.
Yeah, man, it is. It's quite a few films that's coming. The Jordan Peele movie with Marlon Wayans band. I think it's called
Him.
It's about a football star.
Mm-hmm.
That looks interesting. They still working on the I Am Legend movie. Probably won't get it this year though.
I think it just popped up. Is
Ain't gonna
Will
hold-
Smith gonna be in again?
No, he's been played by.
Oh, I don't know. This is my first time hearing about it.
Is it Michael B. Jordan or John David
It's
Washington?
my first time hearing about it. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't know they was remaking that movie.
So it's a prequel. It's a prequel.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's a prequel movie coming out. He's in the movie though.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan's
I
playing.
Am Legend 2.
Yeah, that's gonna be fire. And it's supposed to be him younger. So it's a prequel to this film.
It said Will Smith gonna be in it too.
Yeah, I mean, he in the trailer.
Oh yeah. It was literally just popping up on my Google when you was talking about it.
They got a trailer for it already?
It was literally popping up on my Google when you were talking about it.
Oh, the trailer came out a day ago. I ain't even seen the trailer yet.
I ain't
went to
seen the
Google.
trailer.
So I went to Google to find the funny eye guy, and that popped up. That's why I'm like,
I'm looking forward to Mortal Kombat 2 movie. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm in on that.
Mostly because Carl Urban is playing Johnny Cage,
Yeah.
and I like Carl Urban. If you don't know who Carl Urban is, he playing The Boys. If you watch The Boys on Prime, yeah.
what role he played on?
What's the guy's name?
I mean, what hero is?
He ain't the hero.
Well, I know him hero.
He on
Is he the human that trying to kill?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, I figured that.
What's
He's
his
the-
character?
Can't call him an antagonist because he was trying to kill the superhero guy.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
He was the human dude though. That was. I think he had a baby by that.
Dream, you ain't gonna care about this. It's the
Billy Butcher.
Butcher, he played Butcher. You ain't gonna care about this, but Denzel Washington and A$AP Rocky got a film coming out. It's an Apple TV movie, and Spike Lee is the director. It looked great. They got trailers for it already. It looked phenomenal, and it's like Denzel on some like executive gangster shit. Like he playing another gangster's role, but this time he's executive, so he's not like crazy. He just talked street
Talk
like
that talk.
real. Like I think it's gonna be like hip hop based, like Music Empire based, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
Like they don't give you enough. They give you enough for you to be extremely interested,
Yeah.
but like not enough to know exactly what the film gonna be about yet. That I'm excited for that. It's quite a few films coming soon. Man, I forget more than I remember for sure.
Okay.
There's quite a few. Super excited for. I'm gonna look it up before we leave. Cause I
So
definitely.
can I tell you the movies I seen, you motherfuckers?
Yes.
So we on the topics.
You could have just jumped in.
I couldn't. He kept blocking everything.
Man, because he told me earlier he said he ain't seen nothing
And then I
but
thought about it.
Squid Game, and I ain't watched Squid Game.
Me.
I didn't even know there was a new Squid Game coming out. It just popped up.
It's
Yeah.
the final,
Nice.
the
Yeah.
actual end.
I know. You know why, right?
Well, you watched it. That's why you know. I don't know why because I didn't watch it, and don't tell me either.
Okay, yeah, it's over. Then I watch behind the scenes too while they talk about why.
Well, he read it. You know why, right?
But they said that. Well, they didn't say it.
Tell us about what else you
Right,
watched.
12, 4, 5, 6, and
Oh my
I'm
God!
not finna tell you about the movie. I'm tell you behind the scene. 12, 4, 5, 6.
Not in real life.
I ain't said that. Can I finish? He did in real life.
In real life.
I didn't know that. But the finish, 12, 4, 5, 6, and the dude in the black, The main guy, it's an actual name for him.
No, I don't know if he did. One of them died in real life. One of the main characters died in real life.
Well, they got a behind the scene of with them and the director.
And one of them died. I
And
don't know.
he said,
One
but
of them.
they came over with the idea there that they wanted the dude in the black to find out how he became who he is. Because they show a short snippet that he actually played in the game before one. And then he became the old man, right hand man, and then he ended up taking over in part 2. You know what I'm saying? So they said that that'd be a good spin off to find out how he became.
You also know why he's ended this too, right? Because he sold Netflix for fucking goldfish. Not even pennies for goldfish.
Really?
Oh yeah, Netflix gave him like 20 grand for it.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
One of the hottest series
They big
that
show
year
ever.
was the hottest series on Earth.
That breaking show up.
You know what I mean? It is.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is
He
crazy.
gave it to him, bro.
So yeah, I seen that. I seen The Amateur was pretty good. The same Funny Eye guy I was just looking up. That's why I looked him up. Him and Lauren Fishburne. Pretty good movie.
Oh, Remy Hamlin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Pretty
So,
good movie.
bruh, I am so hyped for The Amateur. I've been trying to watch that movie for like 3 weeks now. Every
Pretty good
time
little
something
movie.
comes up, I really want
It's
to watch
on
that.
Netflix?
Netflix, yeah.
It's on Netflix now?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm still off.
It's on Netflix.
I'm still
I watched it. I seen the Funny Eye guy. He always played. The movie he playing, he was really looking funny to
So
me.
you know that's his like real eyes, right?
Yeah, that don't mean they ain't funny. But to finish the story, I know he played some pretty decent movies. So and then I seen Lauren Fishburne on it with him. I said that might be pretty good. Let me check it out.
Bro, you know he ain't missed yet, right?
I don't know.
That motherfucker played Freddie Mercury, bro.
Bro, he killed me. Not only played him, he smoked
smoked
Freddie.
him, bro.
I seen that.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian
That's
Rhapsody?
about-
I ain't never seen that.
Oh my god,
I ain't
amazing.
never seen that.
You,
I know what you talking about. Never seen that.
But you know who Queen is.
No, that's all.
We
The
are
Rock
the champions.
Oh, I know that song.
Yeah, like
So,
some of the biggest rock hits you've ever heard in your life
Queen.
come from Queen.
Yeah.
This movie is about them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, it is. It's
put it like this: when before we was old enough to argue who was better than like Michael Jackson, before we started Michael Jackson and Prince, it was always Michael Jackson and Freddie Mercury.
yeah.
Back then.
So watch Squid Games, watch that, and another movie that snuck out. The Old Guard 2 came out.
I did watch.
I
Old
have
Guard.
not seen that yet, but I plan on watching that this
I
week.
I don't think it was good as part 1,
It was not good as part one.
but
Because the first one was good.
the first one was amazing to me.
Yeah.
I love the Old Guard. First, the original was, and I had no idea what it was about too, so it was a great surprise.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? To find out that there was more than all that shit. I had no idea nothing. I ain't watched no trailer. Just put it on
Yeah, the
because I
first
like her.
The first one was really good.
I like
Charlize Theron.
I like her. You feel what I'm saying? So I just seen her, put it on. You know what I'm saying? So I really liked it. So when Old Guard 2 came out, I was excited about it. You know what I mean? So I did get to watch the Old Guard 2, Squid Games, and that movie.
Yeah, I watched Old Guard 2.
I think
Old Guard
it's
2
all
was I don't want to ruin it, but like my early review is
It's decent at that.
it's decent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, no, I can't tell you. I don't want to ruin anything for you.
What
Did y'all see Scarlett Johansson is now the highest paid actor, like revenue wise, just from her movies? And they talked about how it's probably gonna be between it's her, Robert Downey Jr. and all three of them in the Marvel universe because of all the Avengers movies.
Yeah.
And that they was basically saying like with the new Jurassic World, she passed like she been in the top 3.
Mm-hmm.
She was number 2.
Is it
I think
female
Robert
or
Downey Jr.
period?
No, period.
Because I thought The Rock was. I know he was a little.
For a while. I mean, everybody else for a while. Kevin Hart was for a while.
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah.
I didn't
But
know.
like right now she hold that. I just saw it on the news this morning. Right now she that, but then it was basically like when Doomsday come out, when Avengers Doomsday come out, it's probably gonna be right back to Robert Downey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and they said Sam Jackson was third. It's her, Sam Jackson, and
Sam Jackson.
Robert Downey Jr.
Like the
Them
top
three.
10. And that's just because of volume of work.
Yeah, for sure.
Crazy volume of work, bro. Crazy volume of work. Man, I don't, and this ain't nothing specific, but this is what I want to see. I know Charlemagne got a movie company now that he's with another like huge movie person that he's backing, And they signed Jonathan Majors to this role for a film they already had ready to go, like already written. He just got to film it. So I'm excited to see Jonathan Majors. I really want Jonathan Majors to get back in the spotlight because he was the best of the young black actors. Outside of one person, who I'm about to say, Lakeith Stanfield, I think is the best.
Okay.
But
I had a rumor they were looking back at him in the Marvel. Don't know if any of that.
yeah,
true.
I heard that too.
I just heard the rumor they was looking back into him.
If they do
Marvel.
put him back in Marvel, I guarantee you we won't know till we at the theater and he pop out.
Yep, that's the same thing I felt.
I
They
guarantee
were going to take
we
the
won't.
PR chance until it's too late. You're like, hey, we here now. At the Kane Carter thing, they said they back revisiting it.
If they do, it's gonna be a movie and he's gonna pop out and it's gonna be dope, super dope. I want to see it's time for a Lakeith Stanfield movie.
Yeah,
Where is John David Washington?
Great question.
Where is he?
Great question. I feel like he chilling.
It seemed that way. What's his name? Daniel O'Clure, is that right?
Daniel
Daniel
Kaluuya,
O'Clure.
yeah, something like that.
It's about time for him to drop again. He's been pretty consistent.
Yeah.
So he ain't missing. John David Washington missing. We ain't see him in a minute.
You right.
But I think we'll see some from those guys. Dempsey just dropped with F1. Smoked it too. Smoked it. I thought he was gonna be a minor role
Yeah.
because it's Brad Pitt.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Think it's gonna be nope. They equal. They share time in
I
this
like to
movie.
hear that.
Share time in this movie. Where it's good. It's really good. Yeah, man. I've watched other stuff too, but y'all don't care about surreal estate. It's just one of the quirky shows I watch.
So Lakeith Stanfield got a movie coming out called Brother Voodoo.
I did hear.
I heard about that too. That's a Marvel movie.
That's a Marvel movie.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I did hear about
Brother
it.
Voodoo is a Marvel character.
Really?
Yep.
Man, it's too early for us to even
Yep.
put too much into it.
Yeah, it's a first trailer was February 23rd to 2025. So the first trailer just hit.
And
so Damon did the rollout.
wait, that trailer was only showing you the title.
Yeah.
Like that movie, I guarantee you, they ain't even started production on it yet. Nah, man, there's some stuff down in the pipeline. Man, Friday, big clips drop Friday. They've been on the tip. Right? I don't know if you've been paying attention to music. This is, change the subjects, but bro, the rappers are rapping right now. All of them. Like the rappers are rapping right now.
They are.
Wale is going crazy. Jid going crazy.
Yes.
Clips has dropped, 2 tracks?
I think so.
Both of them super fire. The album dropped Friday.
All
Super excited.
because Jim Jones said he's the best rapper alive right now. He only said that.
Nah. Honestly, I think Kendrick brought him out. How y'all feel about Drake's stomach?
By what?
Drake's stomach.
What you mean?
What? You seen Drake's stomach? Y'all ain't seen it? Drake got album plans, bro.
Can't believe.
He posted on that's crazy, bro.
Your name BBL Drizzy.
BBL Drizzy is back. Bro, Joe Budden says he John so funny. He was like, "What are you doing to have to do it twice?"
That's funny.
Ah man, that was so hilarious to me, bro.
Never mind. I lost the whole train of thought. Oh, no. We was talking about music. Smoke Dizzle dropped a new project. And it's pretty dope.
Oh yeah?
And like for me being a wrestling fan, Smoke Dizzle and West Side Gun, they real heavy
Heavy
in the wrestling.
You know,
But-
while they said this is last year doing Wale Mania? I'm sorry.
Word?
Yeah.
Damn it. I mean, we ain't gonna get it in New Orleans next year.
Brady.
Or whenever they come.
I'm sorry, this is just real quick back to the Drake thing. He was like just the abs.
Oh yeah.
No shoulders, no arms, nothing else. Just abs.
Just abs.
Just the abs.
Damn Drake.
Anyway, continue. My bad.
No, you good, man. So now that we done told y'all about all the shows and all
Drake
the
like
stuff
a G.I.
that
Joe figure, actually.
we've been watching, and
But the plastic one. Not the bill, the plastic part. He look plastic.
Hey, it is plastic.
That damn Drake. Why would he do that after the whole BBL Drizzy thing?
oh man, So when's the last time you shopped at Target?
Man. Oh, recently. I shopped at Target. I know we don't supposed to be, but like the Nintendo Switch 2 was hard to come by. I bought a Nintendo Switch for Target.
Let me just ask you a question. Even though we really supposed to be boycotting Target,
But you gotta get the Switch from where you get it from.
I get it. Hold on.
It's kind of easy for me. I've probably been in Target once in my life.
Touche. I used to work in malls, so I used to be in Target quite a bit. At least that one. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But at no point in time have I ever considered Target lowbrow, if you will.
Right.
Not necessarily, you know.
It was always, they called it Target.
It was Target.
Target.
You had Walmart,
Yeah.
and you had Target.
Yeah.
People who didn't want to be associated with the ghetto with Target.
Exactly.
I didn't even know what Target's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, bro.
You can buy the same stuff, and it's probably gonna be $2-3 higher.
Yeah.
In Target.
And it's quiet. Ain't a whole bunch of people walking around. People mind their business. It's like walking through. It's like walking through an old school clothing store like J.C. Penney's, but for groceries.
I didn't know that. I ain't no Target had groceries.
Yeah, that's what they sell, bro.
So,
And
how y'all
that
feel
keeps
about
sense.
B. Simone had an issue shopping?
Bruh. I didn't know that's where you was going. I ain't even heard that part. This is news to me.
Catch us up.
So the problem I got with is a couple things. So one, B. Simone decides to say that she was doing so bad that she went to oh man, what's the name of the clothing store to start with a B? Bloomingdale. So mind you, down here in the South, Bloomingdale ain't that big of a deal.
Right.
It's like Dillard's. But up north, Bloomingdale is like a big deal. Bloomingdale is like up north. Bloomingdale is better than Macy's. So she was in Bloomingdale and she realized that she couldn't be there no more. She said she had to leave and go to H&M. And she was just so distraught, right?
What's wrong with H&M?
That's what the whole world was like, man. What's wrong with H&M? H&M still lit. So then, wait, but this ain't like that was stupid to say. I don't think she know how to read the room, period. But this is where she really messed up. So she on a podcast with her best friend. Mind you, she had about 17 best friends. She on a podcast with her best friend. Her best friend says she was upset with her at one point because she came to her and said she had just went through a divorce. She lost her job and her house, and she was homeless, sleeping out in her car with her baby. And B. Simone decided to tell her that she had to shop at H&M, right?
Yeah.
And mind you, when she saying this, B. Simone says, Jesus! And she was like, I've seen you give out handouts and help people go through hard times, but you call me your best friend and I'm homeless sleeping in the car.
Right.
So, bruh, worst best friend ever. So in this process, B. Simone deems this is the perfect time to tell her about this podcast that her friend started with another friend. And it got successful, which got her from being homeless and got her house, got her back on track.
Yeah.
And she was like, when you called me, she said she called her to tell her some good news. And it was about a deal she had just landed. And B. Simone was like, okay. And then hung up. But then she said, I called her right back. And said, hey, look, I don't like the way the news you just told me made me feel. And the girl was like, she didn't understand what she meant. And she was like, yeah, I don't like the way it made me feel. It ain't like I want your life or anything.
Right.
But, you know, when you start shows and stuff, I want you to do all that with me. Let me tell y'all something. I don't know if y'all paying attention to it, but if you got a friend that act this way, get away from them.
Absolutely.
Get away from them. Like, it ain't even about maybe she lent the money before, right? And she screwed up the money, right?
Still, man. Like,
Say she lent her the money before and she blew it. I understand you that may not give her money again.
oh yeah.
But like, when I tell you I'm down bad, and you tell me I don't like the way it made you made it about you, and then say I ain't like I want your life or anything. I ain't jealous of you or nothing. What are we talking about here? Bro, that would be my first and last episode. Be small.
I agree with you.
Bro, no lie.
I'm still trying to figure out why. Like, they should have dragged her.
And you know what?
We're talking about shopping from Bloomingdale's to H&M.
Bro, they did drag her.
And it's because if you remember a couple of years ago, it was all the controversy about how she got her money to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And now
and then how she can't date a man that like make $100,000 a year. I think it was $100,000 a year.
I think it was $100,000.
$150,000 a year. She said she can't date nobody that make $150,000 a year, something crazy like that.
And now you're running into these. So like she was having that, and the reason she don't have the money now is because what she invested it all in some type of app or something.
Man, the reason why she ain't got the money now is because Wild 'N Out ain't popping.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because Wild 'N Out over with, bro. I mean, I don't know if Wild 'N Out completely over with.
But I ain't seen nothing since season 20.
Me neither.
So
I mean, and if we ain't seeing it like that, I mean, it ain't even popping up on my YouTube no more.
right. I mean, I have to go look for it. It used to be on. You could just go watch the clips.
Yeah, the clips just used to, like, even if you're on Instagram or something, the clips pop. I ain't seen Wild 'N Out at all.
Yeah, you're right about that.
And then, when last time we seen Be Small on there? And, like, you know, they would fire people season to season who just wasn't, like, getting it. B. Simone is one of the few that had that automatically rehire card, and she should have been fired 10 years ago.
Yeah.
She didn't bring nothing to the show.
She got better,
Marginally.
but she had to get better. Because a lot of her stuff didn't hit. Mimi's stuff didn't hit like that either.
Mimi.
But Mimi's just funny. The Asian girl.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who B. Simone is.
I don't know what she. I say Asian. That ain't PC.
I don't know.
I don't know if she could re-in.
Bro, you've seen it
I
before.
know she ain't just
I'm sure I have because I've seen some Wild 'N Out before.
You don't know who B. Simone is.
Not what I'm talking.
And he don't. He just can't recognize her. He can't picture in his head, but you know if you see it. Yeah. I'm gonna be small. Anyway, Puff verdict came out. He got charged with 2 of the 5 counts, both prostitution charges. His minimum is 4 to max 15 years.
20, 20.
4 to 20 years is what he's facing. The prosecution is trying to get him max, but he's a first time offender, so he won't get max unless they just like the judge do something crazy, and then they're gonna appeal it. And we're gonna hear about it again for another 3-4 years while they're doing the appeal process. Other than that, ain't a whole lot to say about it.
I tell you, somebody else talking about it.
Who?
Vlad.
I don't listen to Vlad at all.
I stopped listening to him, but him and he was on that UK show. I think it's UK show. Him and Bugsby and this Me Too lady. He was tearing Bugsby ass up on that boy. He had Bugsby so mad at Bugsby started saying, "You're just a knucklehead. You're a knucklehead." That's what he said. So now we get the name calling. Since you can't prove anything you're saying, you want to go to name calling. Mm-hmm. He was tearing Bugsby ass up. Everything he said real. You know what I mean? He said, what are you getting charged for?
Yeah.
That's the same thing I said to him. The whole argument I had, I'm like, why don't you settle this case? The only thing they're talking about on the stand ain't stuck to no charges. That's the only reason why I feel like they're going to get off. We talking about him being a bad person. He's not charged with being a bad person.
Yeah, that's. I kind of feel that way too. I just couldn't say for sure. You definitely knew they was after him, but I don't know. I'm over it though. Now you talking about something I'm over anything, Puff Dad.
Yeah,
I'm over it. Bro.
Right as of right now, he won't be sentenced in November, and his lawyer and them trying to give an early sentence.
By that time, he'll be in served for a year already.
Before you, yep. And them like, let's go and get this over with so the man can get out. If not, let him out now. And the judge like, nope, we're not letting him out until we sentence him.
Bro, it don't matter when they send. When they sentence him, bro, he gonna get 40 years at bare minimum.
Not really.
He could get less.
But I think he's gonna get 2. That's just me. I think he's gonna get 2. They're gonna get 1 served and 1 on probation. He's gonna have the ankle monitor and be monitored.
That's possible. I can see
That's
that.
what I think.
I can see that too.
You know what I'm saying?
I can see that too. Bro, what's funny is that so they've been telling us about this Epstein files for like 10 years, bro.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Trump made a phone call the other day. And ain't no Epstein file, bitch.
No, and he didn't kill himself either. Stop talking about it.
Yep. Bruh, like a week before the lady that's over the FBI, I was like, I have the files on my desk and I'm going to review them shortly. And then, ain't no files.
Also, I think, if I'm right, Trump got that bill passed, the big, beautiful bill passed.
He did.
Yeah. So,
They got a bunch of amendments to it.
yeah, it's a lot. It's a big bill.
It's 999 pages. And I think they said they had 60 something odd amendments to it.
No, it's going to be, if it pushed all the way through, it's going to change some lives, though.
It's already pushed all the
The
way through.
Medicaid and the SNAP thing is what's going to hit the regular people the most.
It's already pushed all the way through.
Yeah, so, and then he took, which is crazy, I say crazy, he took the money from school, I think schools, districts, and put it in ICE.
Well, first off, he didn't write that bill, so let's start there.
What you mean?
Trump ain't write 999 pages of nothing.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true, too, for sure.
He's got the cliff notes and was like, I like
Yeah,
it.
right,
Let's go
he
with
just
it.
signed it.
Yeah, he
Someone
got
said
the
he
cliff
signed
notes.
it.
Let's go with it.
Yeah.
I do got one positive thing about the bill. We don't get charged tax stamps no more.
It's a few positive about it.
Oh, that's on one.
That's why I say I watched one last night into a black guy breaking down the bill. He broke down the pros and the cons, the major stuff.
Oh yeah, see, I never listen to that. Like that. I don't care.
It was an hour long. The pros.
Ooh, an
Yeah.
hour of politics?
They got
Yeah.
10 minutes.
I watched the whole thing.
If it ain't Daily Show,
And this dude,
10
he's a
minutes
politician. He's an entrepreneur looking at, he watched stuff like this for his business. And it was some decent pros in there. Even like one thing is the child tax thing went up, so you get more money for claiming head of household than child now.
no, it wouldn't affect me.
Me, I'm for that child tax thing. That went up. It was a few things that wasn't bad, but it was a
The
lot
tax
more
stamp.
that was. It was a lot more that was bad.
The tax stamp, it's the good one.
I don't know what that means.
Meaning that I could buy a silencer now without paying $200.
Oh, I didn't even know that. He ain't talking about
Yeah,
that.
the tax
That wasn't
stamp.
there.
The tax
He ain't
stamp is
talking about that.
removed. Now, I could, like, so now SBRs and silencers, you don't have to pay the money to own one anymore. Pay for the tax stamp.
I know what that means now when you say it like that, but yeah, I ain't know that.
It's more to that. So it was put in like that specifically because one of the big gun companies sued the U.S. government years ago and said that it was unconstitutional for you to have a registry of people who own guns, and they lost because the United States said we don't have a registry of people who own guns. We have a registry of people who pay taxes on guns. So now that we don't pay taxes on them no more, now it's actually a registry of people who own guns, and it's unconstitutional. So that's what that whole setup was to get rid of that. So then, probably in the next 10 years, you won't even have to have a tax stamp at all.
So that was honest. So now they're going to be whistling at you with switches. That's terrifying. Did y'all see that shit that just happened in
Philly?
Philly?
Man, that was crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Imagine they have a silencer though. That's terrifying.
you just walk outside.
Yeah. Man.
So, this ain't no segment, but I'm gonna sound like Peter Griffin. I got something that really pissed me off in the past week or 2 weeks. You want to talk about grind your gears?
I'm curious.
This HB 445 bill they just passed in Alabama was stupid.
That's the CBD bill?
The CBD bill.
Yeah.
That is an industry killer, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know why they
Oh, yeah.
right for real.
Because they trying to fill up that new prison.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, if you caught with it as of July 1st, it is a Class C felony
Mm-hmm.
for CBD.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I still don't think that what they're doing. I think Florida, Mississippi, Louisiana, because it became such a big business, they put them up on every corner here in Mobile, right? You've been seeing them pop up everywhere. I have. They popping up everywhere.
They everywhere.
They popping up
Well, all the
Smoke
tobacco stores,
shops.
all the
Yeah.
tobacco stores started selling it too.
Mm-hmm. My point of that is this: it became a big business. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So now people got to go to the line to get it. So just like they do with the lottery, they pay the governor to stop your state from buying it. Now it become an even bigger thing when people buy it. They buy it in bulk, and then they go across the water to get it, or across the line to get it.
Well, how does that benefit Alabama?
It don't. It just benefit her.
How does it benefit her?
Because they pay you. Louisiana, Florida, Mississippi, Georgia.
Man, that
pay
ain't
her.
what happened, bro.
You don't believe that happened?
1,050% sure that ain't what happened.
That's exactly what happened with the lottery.
Yeah, okay. I ain't gonna get into the lottery. The lottery got way more.
I
information
have
than
to
that.
find the.
But yeah, July 1st, it was every smoke shop in Mobile had 3 police officers in.
Oh yeah.
My point at this, I wanted to bet you money they're not sending nobody to jail for CBD.
You can't.
Prison.
You can't. If you like, you can't go get you can't buy it online. If you get it shipped and they catch you,
You can get a felony for it.
you can get a felony for it.
Mm-hmm.
Why would $10,000?
I totally agree with you.
But I'm just saying. I'm saying like 10 years in jail or paying $10,000 fine because you had something that helped you medicinally ease pain is effing ridiculous. Like, I can understand like the recreation behind it too, but I also know a lot of people who did CBD to come off of harsher drugs like marijuana, or to do, you know what I'm saying? Like they did CBD to stop vaping, or stuff like that. You can't even buy a vape.
Yeah, you can't. Oh no, anything with
Anything
CBD content in it.
The thing that got me, I can understand. You know what I'm saying? Like I can understand. If y'all want to take like the gummies off the shelf, which the gummies are weak anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like just being real, they still under the 10 milligram cap. But the thing was, they can only sell the 10 milligram packs. It's like 2 gummies in a 10 milligram pack. You used to be able to buy like the 25 pack, which they was still only like 10 to 15 per, but the package was 12.5. Because you multiply the amount by the amount per piece.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? If you got 25, you know what I'm saying, and they 25, then you just multiply that, and that's what it's showing. I think that's stupid though, because it ain't anybody who's using that type of stuff, I think is definitely using it responsibly. Because it ain't like...
Well, I ain't no reports in the country
That's my
about
point.
CBD
You gonna go to sleep.
stuff. Yeah. No reports in the country about CBD.
It ain't doing nothing but making you relax and go to sleep.
You know what I lie? It is reports in the country, but it's because of irresponsible parents. And we need to handle them the same way we always handle them.
But why is the ABC board controlling it? That's the part I don't understand.
I don't know.
Like,
they talking over my head with some of it. But what I mean by that is like the only bad press I've heard about it was like it was some preschoolers in Texas had found a pack of their parents' gummies and thought they was candy.
Yeah.
And took it to school and.
I can get that.
But you hold the parents accountable though.
That's what I'm saying. Bro, let me tell you the only thing that I'm gonna tell you why I think it's stupid.
That's like letting kids find your liquor.
Right. I'm gonna tell you the only reason I say I find it stupid. Cause I got a partner of mine that buy these enhanced cones. There ain't even no real CBD in it, bro. They got like resin. It's like CBD resin. That's less than 5% on the outside of a paper, like a cone. That you just, it's pre-wrapped, it's one cone, you pack whatever you pack in it, and you go about your business. They took the cones off the shelf.
That's crazy. So you said they can still sell gummies just 2 in a pack?
I'm assuming so because it's still under that regulation of where they have to be.
Got you.
But like all the major stuff, they took it off the shelf.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh no, man, you talking about
Like,
businesses that's been crushed?
But the minute they passed it, I think like 7 companies sued KI. She got 7 lawsuits against her right now.
As of 2023, the CBD market is worth $7.5 billion. Okay, with a B. And they said within the next 10 years it'll be worth over $7 to $8.74 billion. Trust me, it's money, bro. If you want to know the root of the problem, always chase the money. It'll always give you the answer.
Bro,
It never lies.
You want to
I
know?
knew what it was worth.
You
I ain't
want to
never
know?
tell me nothing.
Nah. You want to know how you fix that? Make marijuana legal.
That's true.
Because
But-
most of the places where CBD is very big business is because of the fact that marijuana is illegal.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna always be the 50th state to do anything like that because KIV can be bought.
We will be 49. Mississippi will be 50, and KIV is not up for governor next year. She is out.
That is a blessing.
I'm hoping whoever get elected.
Florida at the last election, Florida had a chance. I was in Florida during the election, and they had a chance to.
She's not up for election because the term ran out, or because she's just
Term.
too old.
Turn.
Term.
I was in Florida for the last election, and they had they voted for recreational use marijuana. They made the ballot, bro. It was so many yards with the vote no on 4 with a picture of a weed plant with the X over it. It was all over the subdivision stuff, and like I asked somebody, I was like, "Hey man, just me being curious. I don't care either way. It ain't my thing." But just curious, why do you feel like this is something that shouldn't be legal? And they was like, because all it's going to do is get in the hands of our kids, and our kids is going to become drug addicts, and so forth, so on. And I was like, I understand that. I understand that, but how do you feel about alcohol then? Do you feel like alcohol is worse? And he was like, I do think alcohol is worse.
But it's a liquor store on every corner.
But it's a liquor store on every corner, right? And the truth is, it's like, man, I'm just being honest. I know it's probably cases in the country with people with bad weed reactions or whatever. But like, to be completely honest, it's drunk drivers happening every day.
Every day.
Sam, I disagree to some degree. I'm gonna tell you why, Sam. He says CBD is the gateway for states where cannabis isn't legal, start medicinal, end up recreational. And I'm gonna tell him why I think it's not true. I've used CBD, multiple cases. When I had the little CBD company I was doing online, I bought it from there, but that shit was high. And then I realized I could get it from a gas station. You know what I'm saying? I started getting it from a gas station. When I'm going through my mental stress and can't sleep at night, and there's a lot of those nights, gummy and a jacuzzi and a good movie, it does it, baby. And I don't get high. Yeah. You know, I don't like, and that's why I say it ain't 100% true, 'cause I don't like being high. I don't smoke weed. You feel what I'm saying? So if I gotta smoke weed to get that same feeling, and then the weed feeling too, I'm not gonna like it.
Yeah.
And the problem is I don't know enough about weed, because people talk to me about there's different weeds for that. I don't like being high, but CBD.
I think you misunderstand what Everybody Hates Black is saying.
What is that?
What he's saying is that it's not the fact that it's gateway for the legal system, not for the person, for the legal system. So that's what they've done in all those things. That's how it happened in Cali first. I mean, well, it happened in Denver first. But that's how it happened. They legalized CBD. CBD was able to sell once that boomed the market, and they showed that, hey, no crime isn't going crazy, so forth, so on. Then it was easier for them to pass the marijuana legalization. That's what he's saying.
But he said start medicinal, end up recreational.
Right. That's how all of them started.
Right.
Every one of them. Florida is legal medicinal right now.
Oh, he mean like company-wise?
For
the state.
Yeah, like Florida's legal medicinal now.
Yeah, Florida's legal medicinal.
But when they make it recreational, you literally got shops that you can order online. They will deliver it to your house.
Yeah.
Yeah, he talking about companies. That's right. I thought he talking about like people.
Okay. States.
I'm like, I'm not gonna ever be a recreational smoker.
States.
That's what I thought he meant.
Yeah, no.
That's what I read wrong.
Not
recreational use.
Yeah. So
Not just medicinal.
I've been around the country, bro. And like legit, ain't nothing near Alabama. Like the Bible Belt, this corner.
Yeah.
It's nothing near here where it's legal at. Like your closest legal state from here is probably Michigan.
Georgia. Georgia got certain cities.
Oh, okay, I didn't know they had cities.
Like Savannah is a sanctuary city, so like you can smoke in Savannah.
Oh, really? I didn't
On
know
the
that.
street.
I didn't know that.
Blew the shit out of me.
Yeah, I didn't know
Watched the
that.
dude walk right past the cop, smoking a blunt. I tripped. I was like, oh, they finna get his ass. Nope.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I didn't know either.
Michigan, I know it's one of the closest that's a full state. And bruh, they regulated so much in Michigan that I was doing inspection, so I would pass by like different weed shops in there. Bro, the line was wrapped around the building twice. Every single day. Every single day. I was like, that's crazy. I was like, they so busy. Why they just got one?
You want me to tell? So you want me to tell you when was it Seattle? It was Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
Seattle and when I went to San Diego. Just like I wanted to see what hype was about. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I ain't never been to an actual dispensary.
Yeah.
I've been to distilleries.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see what a dispensary like.
Mm-hmm.
The dispensary I went to in Seattle was completely different from the dispensary I went to in California.
I bet.
The one I went to in Seattle, bro, was like. And here's the other thing too. This is why recreational and places like that sell, because think about this. On average, which I know, we just talking.
And Michigan might be
We're just talking logistics. You know what I'm saying? You're talking logistics. But let's just say on average, you know what I'm saying, for a person who does smoke or whatever, depending on how much they do smoke, they might spend anywhere from let's just say $50 to $100 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe more. And that's a lot. Let's just say they're a light smoker. They might spend $50 to $100 a month. But you can go to a place like Seattle where you can literally pull it up on your phone. They'll tell you whatever kind of specials they got.
Mm-hmm.
You can go buy pre-rolls, $2 a pop.
Mm.
You can go literally for $2 a pop. So you can go buy 10 pre-rolls,
$20.
spend $20, and you straight for however long that's gonna take you to smoke.
Mm-hmm.
You might spend $20 and that last you 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And that's the reason why those places can be so successful, is because of the fact that not only are they offering stuff like that, like Seattle was just open.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's behind the case, but you literally go in and you just get in a line.
Mm-hmm.
When I went to California, you go in, there is a cop at the door,
Mm-hmm.
they buzz you through the door, there is like you know how like when you go to the doctor's office, it's like that little bitty cubby before they have to let you back?
Mm-hmm.
Where they get you in, they take your ID, they scan your ID,
Mm-hmm.
because you can only buy so much within a certain time frame. That's basically that's how they track it.
Mm-hmm.
They track you with your ID, so they scan your ID in,
Mm-hmm.
and then they buzz you in. And when you come through the door, then they give you your ID back.
Mm-hmm.
They give you your ID back because you gotta be 21, just like liquor.
Right.
You gotta be 21 to buy it. So they scan you
like
in.
that in Michigan too.
They scan you. I ain't never been. But like they'll scan you in. You go in, and like just being able to like see the stuff, because you hear about it. But I was really curious, like, because it's just a ton of stuff that you see online.
Mm-hmm.
So it ain't like you go in there and people think, oh, it's a weed store, like you just finna do. No, man, this ain't like no tobacco shop.
Mm-hmm.
They got walls of vapes, walls of pre-rolls, walls of like different, like everything is just tucked away, it's neat. It's one. It's funny just because for people for it to have the stigma that it does. These are some of the cleanest places I've ever seen in my life.
I was gonna say, don't they have to be health code certified?
They have to be health code. They have to be. I would imagine that they would have to be.
I thought so. Versus
You know
a
what I'm
tobacco
saying?
shop, don't.
Yeah,
like
but
a regular
but like when I tell you,
tobacco shop.
like these places they be so secure, they be so clean, and it ain't like they just finna let you light up anything. No, you take this, they seal your pack or whatever you buy.
Mm-hmm.
You get back in your car, then you go wherever you gonna go, and you do what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But like, just the options that you have, that you can take advantage of when you're in places like that, I can absolutely understand why the energy is the way that it is.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, not saying that everybody doing it or nothing like that, but man, like when I tell you, going to the West Coast for the first time, I was really kind of like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Seattle, a little less. Cali, I was kind of like, I ain't really know. Even with San Diego,
Right.
because it's just, you hear the horror stories about you can't wear this, you can't wear that, you gotta do this, you can't do that. I was more worried about the colors I was packing to travel with than anything else. You know what I'm saying? Just because of where we were going. But at the same time, man, like when you have the opportunity to take advantage and just kind of like exist in some of these places where like everybody was friendly. You know, so everybody's friendly, everything be chill. It's so funny because I remember the first time I walked into it, they was like, "It's your first time?" I was like, "I look lost," don't they? They was like, "You look lost." I was like, "Yeah, I ain't supposed to be in here. I was just curious."
Right.
And he was just like, "Well, come on, let me feel your curiosity." And they just like showed me everything that was in there, and I was just kind of like,
Bro, it's
a science too.
I think more than
Well,
that.
that's what I do.
I think more than that, man. It's just like that old traditional thought process that is just like so ingrained into some of the people that control stuff right now. It's just so old and outdated that it never like it's blocking change. It's blocking progress.
Yeah. We are definitely going backwards.
To give you a good example, what I mean by that is that like, man, I honestly think, you know, we found that every prescription, big pharma commercial you see on TV got 3 minutes of side effects on the end of it.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But like I know people that use weed for a natural pain reliever, right? Now mind you, not for me, but I know people that use it as natural pain reliever, right? You got a back issue, you got a sciatic issue, and you ain't getting high, you just taking enough to get, you know, your pain gone.
Sickle cell and cancer patients.
Yeah, sickle cell and cancer patients, you know what I'm saying? Like, but like because it has no side effects other than, you know, hunger and
happy,
sleepy.
sleepy. As the Cat Williams say, hungry, happy, sleepy.
Other than that, I mean, you know, I think they make it a problem. Like, the only people that's went on a killing spree on marijuana was they laced it with PCP. And it wasn't the weed, it was the PCP.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's just, I don't understand. I definitely think alcohol is a worse drug. But, man, you know, who am I?
I still want to do that. It's weird how you ban the stuff that, I ain't saying it's good for you, but it's better than alcohol is.
Man, I don't know, but I can imagine it's better than Tylenol.
Oh yeah.
You feel me?
It's probably better than it's probably better than half the stuff that we put in our bodies.
That's what I'm saying.
Including the food that we eat.
That's what I mean by that. Like it don't have any negative.
And I don't
side
smoke,
effects.
so, but I ain't against it.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I ain't against it.
I had a friend that went out of town, and she was just like, "Man, I've only had gummies." She was like, "I think I'm gonna buy me a vape." I was like, "Okay." She takes me. She's like, "These vapes $50." I was like, "Yeah, because it's straight. It's
THC.
straight THC." She was just like, "So if I get this, I say, don't buy that. Don't buy that. Don't buy that because you take 10 milligram gummies." And you finna buy a 250 milligram stick. You gonna hit it one time and die.
And pass out. Just be sleep.
Like sleep. Don't do that. Oh man, y'all ready for the quote?
Yeah, man.
All right, let's take us out of here, man. Dr. Albert Centauri said, "Innovation is seeing what everybody has seen and thinking what nobody has thought." Get your issue. This is episode 240 for the South Country. DJ Big Dream, I'm your boy Eternity. Catch us next week, 241. We out. Peace.
Lawrence has been telling me to read the chat, but he didn't say that.
He might be on YouTube and shit.
Oh, he might be on YouTube. I ain't asked about that. Because he said he watches on YouTube. Oh, he did. He was talking. Said drink off. It's brazy.